short flow to fire up the core. We'll begin standing at the top of our mats in mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart, grounding down into all four corners of the feet, slightly engaging the core so there's no sway in the low back. Then rolling the shoulders up to the ears, shoulder blades fall down the back, palms open towards the front of the mat. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Palms come to heart center. We'll start with our sun salutations. Inhale, arms up to the sky, looking up if that's okay for the neck. Exhale, hinging at the hips, gentle bend in the knees, forward fold, release the head. Inhale, come up halfway, so straight spine, hands to shins. And then exhale, plant the palms, step it back into plank pose. Lower the knees for this first one, shift the shoulders, past the wrists, and lower down with strength. Untuck the toes, lifting up into cobra, just the chest. Exhale, lowers you back down, pushing into the palms, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Reconnect with the breath here. We'll bend our knees, look forward, and step or walk back to the top of our mat. Inhaling halfway up when we get there. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling brings us all the way up, hands to sky, palms down to heart center. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Next round, inhale, arms up to sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Halfway up, straight spine. Exhale to plant the palms, step it back, either dropping the knees or staying up in a plank pose and lowering down with strength all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, either coming back up into cobra or pushing into the palms and the top of the feet down, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, make your way back to the top of the mat. Halfway up when you get there. And exhale to fold, release the top of the head to the mat. Inhaling brings us all the way up, arms overhead, palms down to heart center, flowing into round 3, arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, straight spine, make your body look like the number 7. Exhale, step it back, high plank or lower the knees, lower down to the mat. Your choice of back bend, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Spread the palms nice and wide. Push down through the heels. Bend the knees, make your way back to the top. Inhale, halfway up when you get there. Exhale to fold, drop the head. Inhaling to rise, palms down to heart center. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Halfway up. This time we're going to step our right leg back behind us. Feet are on railroad tracks. Squeezing the inner thighs together, coming up into our high lunge. Hands can be at hips or at heart center. We're going to go ahead and do some lunge dips. So drop that right knee just to hover above the mat and then come up. 5 times. Every time you come up, push through that heel. Fifth time, pause, shift the torso over that left thigh, and then bring the right tricep to the outer left thigh, coming into our prayer twist. If you need to drop that back knee to the mat, please do. Otherwise, try to get those palms to heart center. Looking back down towards the mat, plant the palms. Left leg shoots back behind you, 3-legged dog. Shift forward into plank, and then bring that left knee into that chest 3 times. And back to our high plank position just for a second. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Make your way back to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head. Inhale, all the way up, arms overhead, palms down to heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold, halfway up. This time our left foot steps back behind us, making our way into our high lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together, engage the core. And then hands to heart center, we'll dip that left knee down. So dipping and then pushing back through the heel. Left knee hovers right over that mat. After your fifth one, pause at the top. Shift your torso over that right thigh, and this time bringing our left tricep to the outer right thigh. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Then we'll look down towards the mat, plant the palms. Right leg shoots back behind you, three-legged dog. We'll shift the shoulders over the wrists into plank and then pull that right knee into the chest 3 times. Right foot meets the left foot. Hips go back, downward facing dog. Notice the quality of the breath. Go ahead and drop the knees to the mat. Shift our legs out in front of us, coming to our bums. Eventually working our way down to our backs, keeping the knees bent. We're going to bring our legs into 90-degree angles so the knees are right over the hips. Flex the toes back towards the knees. Bring the hands to the ears. Elbows are spread. Come up off the shoulders. And we'll be doing 10 crunches here. So try to keep those elbows back. Keep your gaze up towards the sky and use your core to come up. Keep the shoulders hovered off of the mat. You should feel it right away. We're almost there, don't worry. One more. Pause, hold it, and release. Spine back down to the mat. Drop the soles of the feet to the ground. Hands to tummy. Just notice how that little action affected your breath, the energy within the body. Go ahead and extend that left leg long. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. We'll extend that right leg up towards the sky, pushing through the heel. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. You can always bend the left knee if it's too much with the straight left leg. Then walk your palms up the calf, trying to bring your nose towards your knee. And we'll go ahead and switch legs, so pull your left knee in towards your nose, then your right knee, left knee, so a scissor action happening here. Keep the shoulders lifted off the mat. Next time you have your right leg, pause, try to crawl your hands up a little more towards the ankle, and then release the spine back down. Bend into the knees, hands to tummy, deep round of breath. This time we'll extend our left leg long, pushing up through the heel. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. And crawl the hands up the left leg towards the calf, trying to pull the nose in towards the knee. Switching legs, right leg comes in, left leg, shoulders remain up off of the mat, using your core here. Next time you have that left leg, pause. Try to pull it in a little closer. And then lower the spine back down, release the legs. Pull both knees in towards the chest. Roll out the ankles. And finally releasing into Shavasana. Legs extend nice and long. Arms come out alongside the body, palms to sky. Close down the eyes. Just letting go of the need to control the breath. Inhaling. Let's begin deepening our inhale through the nose, reawakening the body with our breath. Take a nice big stretch, arms overhead, lengthening out through the fingertips and the toes. Then we'll bring the knees in towards the chest, giving ourselves a nice hug. And go ahead and cross the ankles, rock and roll the length of the spine, eventually coming all the way up back into a seat, either cross-legged or on your shins. And with a nice tall spine, we'll inhale our arms up to the sky. Right palm will come to left knee, left arm will come back behind us, coming into a twist. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. We'll come back to center. Left palm will come to right knee, and right arm back behind us. Arms up, back to center. Connect the palms, bring them down to heart center. Gentle bow in towards the fingertips, thanking yourself. And I thank you. Namaste. Thanks for watching, yogis. Please subscribe to see more of my videos.